Hi, this is Ajay Anand and welcome to science classes from excelup.com. In this lesson, you will be learning about the circulatory system. You will learn about the heart, blood vessels and blood. What is circulatory system? The system for transportation of materials in our body is called circulatory system. And what are those materials which need to be transported? Some of them are food, gas, waste materials and medicine. The circulatory system is composed of three main parts, and they are heart, blood vessels and blood. You will observe that I have used two colors for showing blood vessels. These are red and blue. The red color signifies pure blood or oxygenated blood, or the blood which is rich in oxygen. The blue color shows impure blood or deoxygenated blood, or the blood which is rich in carbon dioxide. This is important because I have followed this color scheme in next section also, and in most of your textbooks from this class onwards to your higher classes, you will find the same color scheme. So try to just remember this color scheme. Heart. Heart is a muscular organ, which means heart is made up of muscles, and the job of the heart is to pump blood. Okay, this is human heart. The human heart is very small in size. It is so small that you can put it in your palm, and if you will close your fist, then the size of heart is roughly the size of your fist, and the heart is situated slightly towards left from the center of the chest. So it is there in the chest region. This figure is quite complicated, but that is how it is in most of the books. There are four chambers in heart. The upper chambers, these are the upper chambers, they are called auricles or atrium, and the lower chambers are called ventricles, and they are named as right or left portions. So this is right auricle, and this is left auricle. This is right ventricle, and this is left ventricle. This is aorta, and these are the major veins. In this figure also, you will find the same color scheme, that is blue color and red color. So blue color is deoxygenated blood, and red color is oxygenated blood. This figure shows the circulation of blood through the heart. So what happens? The blue color is showing deoxygenated blood. The deoxygenated blood from the body comes to the right auricle. From here it goes to the right ventricle, and from right ventricle the blood goes to the lungs. Once it goes to the lungs, carbon dioxide is removed from the blood and oxygen is mixed with the blood. So that is how oxygenation of blood happens. From the lungs, the oxygenated blood comes to the left auricle, then it goes to the left ventricle, and left ventricle pumps the blood to different parts of the body. Let me repeat. From the body, deoxygenated blood comes to the right auricle, then it goes to right ventricle, and from right ventricle the blood goes to the lungs, where oxygenation of blood happens. From lungs, oxygenated blood comes to the left auricle, then it goes to the left ventricle, and the left ventricle pumps the blood to different parts of the body. Blood vessels. Blood vessels, they are like pipes which carry blood. There are two types of blood vessels. One is called the vein and another is called the artery. Artery has thick wall while vein has thin wall. Veins generally carry deoxygenated blood as shown by blue color, and arteries, they carry oxygenated blood. This is heart, these are lungs, and this network of thinner lines, it shows capillaries. The capillaries, they take blood to various cells and tissues. You will read about tissues in your higher classes. So what happens? The deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body, it comes to the heart, and from the heart the blood goes to the lungs for oxygenation. From the lungs, oxygenated blood comes to heart, and then heart pumps the blood through arteries to different parts of the body. Okay, so from body to heart, from heart to lungs, then from lungs to heart, and from heart to different parts of the body. That is how blood circulation takes place. Blood. Blood is a liquid tissue. As I have said earlier, we will learn about tissues in your higher classes. So let us now focus on the components of blood. There are three components. One, plasma. Number two is blood cells, and number three is platelets. Plasma makes the liquid part of the blood, and blood cells and platelets, they make solid parts. There are two types of blood cells or corpuscles. They are RBC or red blood cells or red blood corpuscles. The RBCs, they carry oxygen. These are RBCs, the round structures. WBC or white blood cells or white blood corpuscles, they fight against germs, and thus they help in fighting against disease. They help in keeping us healthy. These figures, these are platelets. WBCs. Now platelets. Platelets, they carry out clotting of blood, and these are platelets. So what is clotting of blood? Suppose you are playing and you suddenly fall on the ground, and your knee gets injured. So what happens? Blood starts coming out from the injured knee. Within a short time, say within about half an hour, you will see that a layer of dry blood is formed on the site of injury, and the formation of that dry patch is called clotting. In fact, clotting is a defense mechanism. If clotting will not take place, what will happen? There will be excess loss of blood, and excess loss of blood can result in death of the person. So this is the role of clotting of blood. Clotting is also called coagulation. Okay. So let me now recapitulate. I talked about the circulatory system. I talked about the main parts of the circulatory system, that is heart, blood vessels and blood. Then I talked about different chambers of heart, circulation of blood through heart, and different components of blood. That's all for this lesson. Thank you.